Have you ever been in class and made one of those origami fortune tellers with one of your friends? Well, in this presentation, I'm going to show you in 3 steps how to create one of those fortune tellers, also known as a cootie catcher or a paku paku. Those 3 steps we're going to be going through are, firstly, the preparation of materials and paper type. Secondly, constructing the base and the actual paku paku itself. And third, adding content to the paku paku to create a game and a demonstration of usage. Firstly, we're going to discuss the preparation of steps. Obviously, you're going to want to use paper. Construction paper or lined paper works perfectly. Make sure it's cut into a square. If you don't have square paper, make sure, like I said, to cut it. And secondly, you're going to make sure that you have a proper flat surface to work on. This is going to ensure that you can take out any creases or folds from the paper and make it a lot easier to just fold the paper and construct the paku paku at every step. Now that we've discussed the preparation of the paku paku, we're going to discuss the actual steps of making it. Firstly, you're going to want to take the square and you're going to want to fold it diagonally 2 ways. Now, these diagonal folds, you're not actually going to keep. You're just going to want to crease them firmly and then unfold them afterwards. As they aren't actually the construction of any step, but more as serve as the base for the construction of the first step. Now that you have your 2 creases, you're going to want to fold each corner in directly like a diamond. These corner folds to the center of your paku paku are going to serve as the handles of the fortune teller, making it easier to hold with your thumb and pointer finger. Just make sure that every single triangle you hold is directly in the center, even and spaced out so that it makes a perfect diamond. Just like that. Now that you've created one side of your fortune teller, you're going to want to flip it directly over and tilt it a little bit so that you're creating the exact same pattern on the other side, folding each corner in directly to create another diamond. Now, unlike the handle that we've created on the other side, these smaller folds are going to serve more directly as the fortune telling part of the game. You're going to write fortunes on these, write colors, whatever you'd like to make it fun, but these parts you will be writing on, not holding. So if you'd like, later we're going to add some extra writing to this part. Now that you have the general base of your paku paku created, we're going to go into the next step, which is folding it once horizontally and once vertically. This again is just going to add some structural integrity to what we've already created and reinforcing it. There you go. Now that we have the actual construction made, our next step is usage and adding some extra flair. So you're going to want to use your thumb and pointer fingers on each side to fit them directly into the bottom. And then you can fold it horizontally and vertically, just like this, to play the game. And that's how you create your paku paku. But like I said, our next step is adding the fortunes itself. So you're going to want to revert back to that last step we just did. Take a pen and add numbers, dialed 1 through 8 on each section. This will make sure you have a variety of different fortunes. As such, in each section, like I said, you're going to write 1 through 8. And underneath each flap of the sections, you're going to write individual fortunes correlating to each number. This will make sure that there's a variety of different things to pick from. Then, go back to your last step, insert your thumb and pointer fingers like said, and play a game. So now I'm going to demonstrate the usage of the Paku Paku by asking an audience member, what's your favorite number, 1 through 5?
3.
3. You're going to fold 1, 2, 3, horizontally and vertically, and now you get to pick from 7, 2, 6, or 8.
2.
2. You're going to unfold the number 2, which is going to give us a fortune that will say something like, tomorrow will be your lucky day. Now, overall, that's how you create and use the Paku Paku origami fortune teller or cootie catcher. And overall, I just want you to remember the 3 steps that we had gone over in the past, which are the preparation regarding supplies, the base, as well as the paper. Next being the construction of the base, as well as each fold. And lastly, adding some extra content like writing or fortunes, as well as the usage of the Paku Paku itself. Overall, just remember that even with something like as simple as a normal everyday piece of paper, can be turned into something fun, memorable, and creative to use with your friends. Have a good day.